Hello for another episode of October 28th, Free and All Radio. We live and direct Intellectual Radio. Let's get right into it. Weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cuz, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and also Robert Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. Is the co-host in the building? Okay, that's what it is. Okay, we're gonna Brother Chairman. He hadn't gotten on yet. Okay, them all. 708-223-8953, 929-477-3785. It's hot. It's hot in Philadelphia. It's hot. It's hot in Waukegan. It's hot. It's hot in New York. It's hot in Chicago. It's hot down south. It's hot, y'all. Speaking in regards to the weather, it's cold. Politically, it's hot, y'all. And I'm not talking about electoral politics. I'm talking about politics in general. And we do distinguish politics from electoral politics. I know a lot of y'all get caught up. Your mind go automatic to the elections. We talking about what's going on the ground. What's happening in Philadelphia? What's happening in Waukegan? We finna hear about it. We finna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's make history. Let's take history. Let's take history. That's what it is, y'all. Y'all can 929-477-3785. Then press 1, 708-223-953. That's what it is. Locked and loaded, y'all. Let me get rid of it again. That's I know we got some callers probably in queue already. We got any callers in queue to come, Brad? All power to the people, my brother. Right on. Yes, indeed. Right on. We any calls in queue? Sister Conrad, any calls in queue? Hold on, I can't hear. Any calls in queue? I got you on speaker. Can you hear me? Hey, welcome to Free and All Radio. Yes, sir. Look at my song. I'm not gonna do like my brother did, draft the sister's name, but we got the sister that's representing the family down in Waukegan. Sisters, I want to take the chief. Hold on. Welcome. Yeah. Hold on, welcome, sister. Hold on 1 second. Is the speaker working? Oh, 1 second before you bring it in. Did I speak on over here? Hello? Okay, we're gonna go on the roll.
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome to Free and All. Welcome to Free and All Radio, Intellectual Radio. Welcome, my sister. Let's get right into it. We know it's out on the ground. Give our people an introduction. Who we are honored to talk to and what's going on. Let's get right into it. Who do we have online with us?
So I'm like Justin Blake from the Black Underground Recycling out of Inglewood, a little in Kenosha that was shot 7 times in the back by a police officer. I got my queen from Waukegan on the line. She's going to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Satrice Stallworth, and I am the family member to Marcellus Sinet, who was killed by a Waukegan police officer on October 20th. He was a passenger riding in a car. He was partially handicapped, no weapon, no threat to anyone, and he is no longer among the living.
Well, first and foremost, Justin, welcome back to Free My Radio, my sister. Welcome. We want to extend our condolences to you and your family. We want to definitely, see how we can make these connections of police terrorism, and we say that word intentionally because the deal is that our people, our pain is euphanized in so many cases. It's referred to as police brutality, but we try to put in its correct context as police terrorism. We say every day is September 11th for our people, for our community. So we want to try to put in that context and also seize the time with making the connection across geographical lines. You know what I'm saying? What's happening to our people in Ohio, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, so on and so forth. So again, our condolences. But for those who are not familiar, you know what I'm saying, with the case, again, give us. You said it was your nephew.
Yeah, you can call him. He was my cousin, but you can call him my nephew.
Okay,
All the younger kids call me. My children's age is younger. I'm auntie.
I can relate. All my young cousins, they call me your Uncle Cham. I can relate. So take us there. Give us a little background. Okay, I can't.
You said,
I say, give us. I say,
did you say what's your name?
I was asking our sister, give us a little background on her nephew, just for those who may not be familiar
Of what happened?
but prior to what happened, who he was. You know, since we can humanize, you know, so we can. A lot of times we hear these names and numbers, and yes.
Okay, so my son was a 19-year-old African-American male born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. He was the only son to a family of 6. He had 5 sisters. He is the second oldest child. He has the sister 21. He was 19. The baby is 3 years old. He was a very humble young man, quiet young man. He was not confrontational. He was not chaotic. He was quiet and laid back. He was the kid in the room that unless you were talking to him and having a conversation, you probably wouldn't even know he was there. But if you knew he was there, he probably was sharing stories of his dreams and admirations of becoming a rapper. He wanted to go viral, and that's what he loved to do. He loved to rap. You know, he loved to put out music. He liked to sing. That was his dream of becoming a successful rapper. So he would always share his music. And if he wasn't in a room sharing his music or sharing stories of his dreams and admirations of becoming a well-known rapper, he was sitting back quiet, you know, calm, just enjoying, you know, whatever the festivities that was going on with the families at the barbecues. You know, we did a lot of family get-togethers this summer. We had a beautiful summer here in Chicago. But he was always just sitting back, you know, kind of quiet. He wasn't conversing. He was smiling and just full of joy.
Right on.
I got a question to the co-host. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you, hon.
That's
how you doing? Welcome to Frame On once again. So his girlfriend and the mother of his child, I believe that's Tafara Williams. Is that correct? Yes, that's the young lady. That's the young lady that was driving the car. Okay. So, reportedly, she said that they were being harassed prior to this, that they had just put the baby down and went out to the car, was sitting in the car, I believe to smoke a cigarette, and the cop came up to them and started, like, asking inappropriate questions, harassing them, and then once she drove off, you know, it was a crash and everything, that she was dragged away from him, and that they put a blanket over him, you know, after shooting him, put a blanket over him while he was still breathing. And then that's when the cop turned on his body cam and said, "You tried to run over me." Like, now the body cam was never on, but once he realized what was done, he turned it on to try to make him, you know, make it justifiable for the reason that he did what he did. And I just wanted, you know, is that something you can confirm or elaborate on? Okay, so because we do have an attorney that is representing the family, I'm not going to get into full details, but however, I will state that we had a press conference today. There was some video footage that was released to the family. We did go for a viewing. I went live on my Facebook page just to update, you know, the community and social media. There was video footage. There's video footage on the city of Waukegan has links on their page where you can actually go on and view this video footage. I will say that the videos that are on their website shows the officer walking up to the car and acknowledging Marcellus. He knows who Marcellus is. And then there was some events that transpired after that. And when those events transpired, they drove off. Well, the driver drove off. And then it led to the area where the incident took place where he ended up being killed. I don't want to go into details as far as what happened, but that video is out there. I will send you a link where you can do that video if need be. But however, he was an innocent passenger in a car. He did nothing. He was partially handicapped. He was in a Harry.
Come on, boy. It's like a shortage or something.
Armed when the police asked him to raise his arm. So he was a threat to no one. And he is no longer with us. And unfortunately,
I'll take it on speaker.
It's off.
It's off.
It's off. It's all speaker. Says speaker on.
I will say the city of Waukegan has been very supportive. Actually, yesterday made 7 days that we have been involved in this case, this incident. We have legal representation. The city of Waukegan has stood behind us. The mayor, the chief of police, the state's attorney, they released the case. They requested that the Department of Justice take this case. The mayor contacted the family from day one. He knows the family personally. He grew up across the street from the family, so he is familiar with our family as well as the Farrah Williams family. We thank the city officials and anybody else that was involved that have supported us. But at this point, now that the video has been released, our attorney will be making demands. We will have more questions and demands that we will be asking for. But me not having any legal background and not representing the family, I'm not going to speak on what those demands may be, but I will say we would like justice. We're not calling for the name of the officer to be released at this time, nor are we calling for criminal charges, but we are calling for justice, and we are letting our attorney represent the family and do his job.
Now, you said you're not calling for the name. Can you tell us whether this cop, I believe I read that this cop had prior, multiple policy and procedure violations prior to this?
Well, you know what? Actually, the lawyer did state that he has an idea who this cop may be, but he's not for sure. He's not certain.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we're not calling for the name to be released until he has definite, identification of who it is. And if it is who he's thinking, there may be some prior complaints in the past, but we're not going to jump the gun. The family, we're not going to jump into that until our attorney finds out for sure who that is. And if it is a person that we may think it is, then he'll move forward with the family, start pursuing what we're asking for.
Mr. Blake, this is Justin Blake. Sis, how you doing? Grandma, Queen.
Grandma.
RDG. Although they're in the stage that they're in, the light years I've had of the Blake family in Kenosha, and we applaud them and where they are and the action that they're getting from the mayor, the police chief, and everything. We feel like we're in Little Mississippi, and our nephew is in the jail. There is no justice that we've gotten after our nephew been shot 7 times in the back, had no weapon, committed no crime, and posed no threat, yet he lays paralyzed today. And we've heard nothing from the chief of police. We've heard nothing from the mayor, and we've heard nothing from the attorney general from West. So this is the systemic racism that we're talking about. Instead of them casting this coward out that did this cowardice act to our nephew, they make up 3 stories. 1, he had a weapon or was going for a weapon. That didn't work. 2, that the attorney, what his name, Barr, came in here from Trump's office and said that he was committing a felony, had a weapon. That didn't work. And the last one they came up with my nephew was he was attacking his own kid and then put a roof outside to shoot 7 times. This is preposterous. We don't have it. We want justice, and justice for us means firing up the police officer, indicting the police officer, and convicting the police officer for the crime he committed. That's little Jacob Blake.
If you can, just for those who are outside of the Midwest area, give us geographically speaking, the how far in regards to Chicago and better yet, Kenosha, 20 miles. So Waukegan is 20 miles from Chicago. Okay. 20 miles from Chicago.
Waukegan is 20 miles from Waukegan. I'm sorry, Waukegan is 20 miles from Chicago, and it's only 20 more miles to Kenosha.
Okay, so this is back to back. I'm getting the word on Facebook, my Facebook, that is real choppy. Y'all can't. Let's go to the YouTube link. Say it one more time, sister. Say it one more time. What did she say? It's breaking up. It's real. They doing their job on me. They breaking up real bad.
It's just understand more time.
Okay, no, and that we're Waukegan is like 15 minutes from the Illinois and Wisconsin state line. So this was like 20 miles away from about 20 miles away from each crime scene. 20 to 25 miles at the most. Where Blake was shot, and then where Marcellus Sinet lost his life. Anywhere from 20 to 25 miles at the most.
I got you. Those who tuning in on my Facebook page.
They're right next to their neighbors, big brother.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. We got Philadelphia gonna be calling in also. We got Philadelphia calling in also. It's back to back, you know, and some merchant at the store had commented recently to somebody in the neighborhood that, you know, they get tired of having to board their stores up. They don't know what's gonna pop off next. I said, how you think we feel? We don't know who gonna get popped off next. You know what I'm saying? So this is back to back. It's a climate. And this has been going on. This has been the modus operandi, and this is, you know, so this is the top of our agenda. A lot of people talking about different, you know, economic benefits, but the deal is we're dealing with some death, like, you know what I'm saying, like life and death. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Again, those who on Facebook, y'all tune in. I think it's on YouTube on Intellectual Radio, because I know my Facebook is real choppy. So tune in over there. We dealing with a lot of, let us know again who we got online, and give us some contact information who we got right here online with us, and give us the respective names of the cases we talking about, because we got to tie these cases in from city to city, from state to state, in regard to putting this correct political context of police terrorism. So again, we got some people just tuned in with us, y'all. Let us know who we got and name the cases that we talking about, just in case some people are not not familiar with the cases we talking about.
Lady, go ahead, sis.
Okay, I'm Patrick Stallworth. I am the family member of Marcellus Sinet. Was recently killed October 20th by Waukegan Police Department. He was unarmed, no weapon, no threat to the police passenger in the car. And I am Patricia on foot. I was the family relative for the first week of April until the family came into town from Jacksonville, Florida, and we are here for justice for Marcellus Sinet.
This is Justin Blake from the Black Underground Recycling out of Inglewood with a son, the uncle of little Jacob Blake that was shot 7 times in the back by a Kenosha police officer. At the time in which he was shot, he had no weapon, he posed no threat, and he's been charged with no crime, and we want justice.
Right on. We Revolutionary Appreciation, y'all. The airwaves for Freedom Radio is open to y'all, 24/7. Keep us posted. You know, so we got people tuning in with us right now on international level. We got to tie these cases in. We are at your service. We thank y'all for calling in. Please keep us updated. Matter of fact, stay online if y'all can't listen in, because we got some people calling in from Philadelphia and other places throughout the country, or matter of fact, throughout the world. So I think it's imperative that we tie these cases in. So again, Revolutionary Appreciation of y'all calling in, and those again who on my Facebook is choppy. Go to Intellectual Radio on YouTube. And I'm also on Instagram at Freedom Radio. Let's make history. Let's take history, and let's tape history, y'all. Is a YouTube right on. Freedom Radio. That's what it is. I mean, it's an intellectual radio.
Brother.
Man, real appreciation. So make y'all.
Can you repeat again what your radio station is, so I can make sure that my viewers know this information?
Right on. I'm on the show we have is Free 'em All, not Free Them, but Free EM All Radio. But you can go on YouTube now at IntellectualRadio.com. IntellectualRadio.com. You can see us IntellectualRadio.com. It's on YouTube right now. Yep, on YouTube. Yes, indeed. And we on.
All this information is on YouTube right now for my viewers that are listening in.
Tell them, come on, call in. Y'all.
Hey, Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Before we go, brother, tomorrow, the Floyd family, the Brown family are meeting in Grant Park in Chicago at 1 o'clock to make history. It's never been done before. We got all these families coming together to get justice for all the families, as well as we're demanding all our brothers and sisters go to the poll and vote. So tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Grant Park in Chicago, we will make history, brother. We'd love for you to be there.
Right on. Right on. Right on. Any
on your show to represent the Phil Marcellus story.
Right on. Anytime we locked and loaded, sister. Right on. We are at your service. We honor and we humble to serve. Right on. All right, my brother. Okay, so I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Peace and love, brother. Free them all. Big ups to the red, the black, and the gray.
So you're right. Peace and love. Free them all. We live. Right on. We free them all. We live and direct, y'all. That's we moving and grooving. They're making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. I know it's the Facebook is chopping up real bad. It's real choppy. So y'all tuning into us on YouTube. Again, we gotta get the word out what's going on. We got any more callers in queue, Sister Comrade?
Come on, Bill Chairman. We got Sister Lisa Richard on the line.
Free them all. Free them all. Welcome to Free them all Radio.
Free them all. Free them all, comrade.
Free them all. Welcome to Free them all Radio.
How y'all doing?
Hey, they ain't drowned us yet, so we still swimming, you know. How you holding up?
Man, you feel me? I'm just sitting here like, I'm hearing you talking about all these cities, they on fire, bro.
Yes.
Bro, California on fire too. Los Angeles, they killed like about 6 people in less than 24 hours. 6 people in less than 24 hours. Altogether, it was like 9 people got killed, but 4 of the people that got killed, they don't know who did it. They just got killed in broad daylight. They don't know nothing about it. These police out here, bro, they got a target on us out here ever since them 2 Hispanic cops got shot by the little Hispanic girl, and they arresting every black man for this shooting. When they did it on film, it was a Hispanic person. They was never black.
Oh, okay.
It's to the point to where it's time for us to, as far as I'm concerned, it's time for us to get our tools up. I can't trust the system because the system ain't for us. You feel me? They'll play a hell of a cold game with you when it first happened, but when it's all said and done, it's just a game. Like, you feel me?
Let me
they killing us, bro.
Let me jump in. Let me interject. Okay, one the case you say it's been real hot. Like the intensified on the black community. And this is you say after the case where first the media put out that they said there was initially saying that was a white Hispanic about the female police that was shot, and there's not been too much more media coverage about this. But you saying there's been a lot of heat going down on the black community in particular. And I want you to again tell us about some of that we haven't heard about. You know what I'm saying? The media that been putting it out. 2, just also, even though this is not your first time on Free Them All Radio, who you are. You know what I'm saying? Again, so I just want I cannot reiterate this enough. How common this is in our community about these cases of police terrorism.
Right. I'm Lisa Simpson, the mother of Richard Risher. My son was killed July 25th, 2016 by the most notorious gangbangers on the force, LAPD. And they still killing us out here. Vileva, he over the sheriff's department. He put $150,000 hit out on whoever could tell him that did that to their officers. And then he asked LeBron James to match his $150, and he wouldn't do it. So somebody else matched it. So ever since he got this $300,000, he been on a nigga hunting spree.
And this is something. Yeah, this is going down again, y'all. This the repercussions. It was. I mean, it was 24/7 news coverage in regards to the police being shot. But you haven't heard about the intensified heat that's been coming down in the black community with this, and so a lot of people think, well, if they don't know about it, it ain't happening. So so we getting live, saying live and direct from the grounds of LA. You know what I'm saying? What's happening there? So this is just, and I'm sad to say, because it's really just a smidget of what's happening to us when we hear about, when we hear about the cases in Philadelphia, and so it's just a smidget, and that smidget is really largely due to, the people, working, whether it be social media or working, putting the word out on, because it's a concerted effort that they don't tell us what's happening. And again, this going down on us again, and this is top priority with our people. Our people, I mean, we need people in the arena talking about the whole economic status of our people, but man, our situation, we come from the perspective of man. We dead. I don't know how they play it in the graveyard. You know what I'm saying about you might get you a better grade casket or something though. But man, we can lay down. That's the it's a lot of discussion about different proposals and contracts with the system. We coming from the perspective of the African anti-terrorism bill that we put out over 20 years ago. That's a piece of legislation that we say, hold on, we got to address about us being killed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, we come from the ground up. So that's the major piece of paper that we got to have addressed. Any politician, you know what I'm saying? Man, the terrorism, you know what I'm saying, that's going down that a lot of people ain't talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we need some resources too, but man, I don't know how they divvy the money up in the graveyards. That's what we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So, and that got to be pushed forward. You know what I'm saying? So that's the piece of paper. That's the first piece of paper we talking about. You know what I'm saying? But before we have a discussion about some paper, man, we're giving that up. The African anti-terrorism bill. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's how that we alive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, before we get to specifics and all that, how we living, that we living. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's not every day is going down on us, and this need to be. You know what I'm saying? We have to take an offensive position in every hip-hop venue, every discussion about electoral politics, every barbershop, pool hall, beauty shop, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram conversation. Man, every piece of the terrorism, again, the terrorism that we are subjected to. In September.
And then they got a defensive life doctrine that's attached to that shit that say they're supposed to kill us blacks in a cruel and unusual fashion with no due process. And it's only applied to blacks and blacks only. And that's been since 1972 Vanderbilt. It's deep.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, y'all. We got to push this line. What's going on? We are fortunate as well as unfortunate to have people that are directly on the ground. The case in Philadelphia yesterday, that happened on y'all familiar with Pam Africa, the Minister of Confrontation, for the Move family. When we think about Philadelphia, we're not talking about the Liberty Bell. Our first thought comes about what happened on Osage Avenue. That happened on the same block that Pam Africa resides on. You know what I'm saying? Resides on the same community. You know what I'm saying? So this still going down. When we talk with LA, we got, you know what I'm saying, for us to talk about what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? And again, correlating to the case, you know what I'm saying, Richard J. Risher, you know what I'm saying? So right now, I know that the election is coming up and all that, but we got to push the line. And our position is like in that movie Cadillac Records, and they Mos Def playing Chuck Berry. He switched the chairs around. Said, hold on, let's switch these chairs. We want the table got to be turned around. What is their position? What is these politicians' position about the terrorism that we subjected to? That, you know what I'm saying? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? Through the door. And we always talk about are we wording it right, or do we correct it? Man, we being knocked off. We being killed. Whatever euphemism you want to use. We being wiped out, murdered, whatever you want to play. You know what I'm saying? Man, we been taken out, gunned down, took out, man, erased. Whatever you want to address this, that's what's happening to us. You know what I'm saying? In addition to the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? In addition to various forms of chemical, biological warfare, it's a war on our black ass. That point blank. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know what I'm saying, whether cases in Mozambique, or whether the Philippines, or whether Africa, Afghanistan, or Vietnam, I think the first order of business that a colonized community would say, hey, dig, you know, so we need you to withdraw your troops. You know what I'm saying? Stop attacking us. You know what I'm saying? The Vietnamese people, their position, whether it be the French, whether it be U.S. imperialism, say, hey, man, dig. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we need y'all to back up, back out. Get up, you know what I'm saying? Get up off us. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? And we want to have these discussions on economic development and all that, but there is a segment of us a large segment of us that's being wiped out. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to even, people say, we don't bring our stuff in the correct articulate form. It's hard for us to speak correct English when we literally can't breathe. Literally. You know what I'm saying? People get their foot on our neck. You know what I'm saying? You get all this, people engage all this intellectual masturbation. Man, that's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Withdraw your troops. Stop killing us. Stop killing us. That's point blank. You know what I'm saying? That's the first order of business. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, so we fall through. But that's a message. You know what I'm saying? Stop killing us. Stop kidnapping. Stop killing. Stop kidnapping us. Justice for them all. Free them all. That's the first order of business. Free them all.
Yeah.
We live and direct on Free them all.
Bad things happen in Philadelphia. Real bad things happen in Philadelphia, according to Trump. Bombs dropped in neighborhoods that blew up a whole block, May 13, 1985, trying to destroy the MOVE organization, killing 11, and 5 of them was kids. That's some of the bad things that happened in Philadelphia. Cornell, what's his name? Cornell Warren shot while he's handcuffed, running away, and shot in the back. That's some real bad shit happening in Philadelphia. Delbert Africa getting beat and Janine Africa getting stumped and her child skull getting crushed. That's some bad stuff going down in Philadelphia. Mamiya being framed for murder. You got a one-time cop turned commissioner turned mayor who imposing his will and racism on his goons to terrorize and brutalize the black community. That's some real bad shit going on in Philadelphia. You got some David, this guy named David who was shot running away he was pulled over for riding a dirt bike and was running away and got shot. You got them 2 guys that got arrested in Starbucks for, of course, being black and not ordering nothing in Starbucks. So, it's a whole lot of bad shit going on in Philadelphia. So I just wanted to point some of those bad things that was going on in Philadelphia out.
Real talk. Right on. Again, I think it's important that we do put. When we talk about these different locales, that we do give his a resume, and that and that's recent. That's recent history. I think it's important because again, a lot of times, sometimes people they just get hip to it. They think this is an aberration or this is something new. But again, this is the modus operandi, and we appreciate that. Co-host just that quick rundown. So we start putting this in correct context again. This is the norm. So this how I get. A lot of people say, well, it ain't gonna change. But so what's the option? Do we just go along with it and accept this norm? No, because Assata Shakur had assessed that something about one of the things about being oppressed, you have to struggle to continue to be able to distinguish what's normal and what's abnormal. You know what I'm saying? Because man, these motherfuckers shit. Hold on. Let's pay up. Hold on. On the move. On the move. On the move.
May not know what I'm talking about when I say bad things happen in Philadelphia. That's what Trump said when he was on one of his debates. Bad things happen. Real bad things happen in Philadelphia.
Yes, indeed. Okay, if you can, do we get a 267 calling in now, Sister Comrade, or 215? See if we got a 267. Yep. Okay. Right. Bring in. I think that's Minister on the move. 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 We just.
Yeah, I'm calling on a house phone. That's why you didn't recognize the number.
Yes, we just spoke you up.
Brother Fred.
You there?
I was listening. I've been on for a minute. I pushed the 1 and I was listening, giving the history of Philadelphia.
Yes, that was our co-host, Lady Rage. Yes. Yes. This is for those. This is Pam Africa.
You know that the brother was killed in front of our house.
I was just saying, this is Pam Africa. This is Pam Africa. Yeah, Pam Africa, Minister of Confrontation for the MOVE organization. She just joined us just now. Y'all tune in. We got Pam Africa online with us live. Minister of Confrontation, Pam Africa. And I was just saying this occurred in your block, so let us know what happened and what's going on in Philadelphia.
Right? Can you hear me good?
We hear you good. I hear you good. We hear you good.
Oh, okay. On the move, family.
On the move.
Right. So what happened here? What a lot of people don't know, is that before they killed their brother, the cops have been here 2 times before that day. I want to point out that the brother is bipolar and can't think of the other thing. Well, he had mental problems, and they knew that. And they came here once, earlier, during the day, the mother called the cops, and they're familiar with this house because they've been here before. Now, what I did find out was a couple weeks ago, there was an altercation with them, and a fight happened with them with him and the cops, right? So they came here Monday earlier during the day, and the cops left. When I saw them, I was getting ready to leave out my door between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, and I happened to look out the door, and there was a lot of cops in there. I saw outside, I saw the mother, talking to the cops. The young brother was up on his second floor balcony on a porch, and he was howling down to people, howling down to the cops to get the F away from his house, blah, blah, blah. Nothing happened. The cops left. I went in the house. I came back. The cops was gone. The brother was still there. I went out, came, before I can get back, my daughter told me that Roscon said, don't come home because they had killed the brother across the street, and that block was just cordoned off. It was cops everywhere. And what I found out when I got back was that when the cops came, and it's not true. The mother did not call the cops, and the brother called for an ambulance to come and deal with the brother. Now, mind you, the cops was there twice. They never arrested the boy, and the man, 27 years old. In fact, he had just gotten married. His wife is due have her baby any day. That's the one that people saw on the film, and telling the cops, don't shoot him, don't shoot him.
Yeah.
And
She was pregnant. She was pregnant. She's pregnant. She's pregnant.
She's pregnant. Any minute, any day.
Man.
And big and pregnant.
Man.
And and he had 3 other children. They just got married 3 weeks ago.
Man.
And but the mother said when they looking for the ambulance to come, and mind you, each time they came before then, there was a lot of cops. And because when I saw it, I'm like, this is overkill,
Yes.
for all these cops to be in the block. But they all left when the brother called. His brother called for an ambulance. And later on, for them to come get their brother so that they can 302 and whatever the number is. And instead of the ambulance coming, a cop car comes. The mother says she's standing outside. Cops come out and pull their gun. And guns drawn. So she was telling it's no use for that. She also told them to check with their superior officers. They don't know what's going on. He's artistic, that's the word. And he's also bipolar. They told him what kind of medicine and stuff that he was on, and they started moving towards the brother. The brother, he's backing up, and he's saying all kinds of shit, and they're explaining to him, the brother is sick, and whatever you do, don't shoot my son. And the other one was saying, don't shoot my husband, don't shoot my husband. The place is full, the streets is full of people. They're video and they're taking, pictures of, what's going on.
Yes.
And as he moved on the other side of the street, and he was on the other side of the street because they were walking up on him, guns drawn. And as he walked, like round, and just before he went out in the street where Razakon's car was at, and in fact, because they kept backing up, people saw him back up, but they had antagonized him. He had a butter knife, a damn butter knife, and it was so damn tiny you couldn't even see it in his hand, and he might have laid it down at that point, and because at no point did anybody see anything in his hand during the time of what was going on, and you saw it. They opened fire. They executed him.
What my point is that this was cold-blooded, premeditated murder.
Yes.
Because when they first came here, that morning they said it was about 4 cop cars.
Yes.
When I saw it, it must have been about 6 or 7 cop cars coming with the lights rolling and stuff. And they left. Nothing happened. When they came back, 2 comes in the car. And they came dressed to kill because it was, what they should have done. And they should have, in between those 2 times, contact some social worker, somebody who dealt with mental problems, and because the mother couldn't 302, and the wife, once the wife came, and they called the ambulance. And the mother said he came with the guns drawn. He's back. And that's when the wife came, and she was, trying to pull him, to get him to come back in the house and stuff. At this point, when you bipolar and you autistic, when you snap, none of this stuff around you mean anything. And they knew this. It wasn't like they didn't know, because they were there earlier that day with the rest of them. This is why I say this was an act of cold-blooded, premeditated murder. And they kept backing up, and they actually edged him to come into the middle of the street, and that's when they executed him. Cold-blooded murder. Cold-blooded murder.
It was a dispatch it was a dispatcher that told them to approach, with caution, because it was the ongoing domestic issue. Like, they were familiar. They were already familiar with what was going on, and told them, approach with caution.
Yes. And they came to kill, period. Why didn't the ambulance come? What the ambulance is saying that they did not get the call. They didn't get a call to come. But the brother called the ambulance. And if he didn't call an ambulance, they already had it on record.
Right.
What was the problem at that house?
Yes.
That was an act of cold-blooded,
premeditated.
I say premeditated murder, because they did not come the same way that they came earlier.
No doubt about it. And this is,
and when they came, the issue here is also too white cops in black neighborhoods. When I came out there earlier, when there was a whole lot of cops in the block, it was one black woman, and there was another cop. He was a person of color, and I don't know what nationality or anything, and he almost, if he wasn't looking real good, you would thought he was white, but I think that he was a person of color. And but like right now, and and then they agitated it by the fraternal order of police, and making this statement, and about the wealth, that the cops were protecting themselves. They were in a dangerous situation, and they had to do what they had to do. The streets filled up, and and people started tearing this motherfucker down, and they started tearing it down, and first, like just marching, and and then with the cops present, and it didn't start off with people rebelling and going up, throwing up stuff against these stores or anything. It was a march, and then it turned into something else, and we don't even know whether it was the people that was doing the first march, and because they send people in. They send people in. Last night, and it was horrible. Again, they said people was beaten all up in alleyways. They said the street ran bloody. They massacred people in here. People who had nothing to do with it. A lady was telling me that her son had just got off from work from the airport, and he caught the train. He got off the train at 30th Street, and then he had to catch the L. When he got to 60th or 63rd Street, and as he got off, she said he had his earplugs in. Next thing he knew, he was snatched, thrown down, beaten,
home and locked up. He got a phone call out for a few minutes. She's still trying to find where her son is at. People who are in their homes and on people that was on their porches, because people ran up on porches trying to get away. They went in, they kicked doors up, open. This was the first night. The second night and the first night they moved on the police station, and and backed all them in, and because it happened so fast, and that the march was going one way, and then they made a turn for the police station. The following day they had it all cordoned off. And but what's happening is the usual bullshit that happens when when things like this happen. They blame the protesters.
Yeah.
And they blame the protesters. If it wasn't for the protesters protesting about what was going on and coming from the way that they speak, that would just been another dead nigga that they would have said had a knife and the cops had to defend themselves. But people saw if it wasn't for those cameras and it wasn't for the shots that people saw, that's when the rebellion, came up, because people are feeling, what is it that they got left to do?
Yeah.
This brother, they know was bipolar. They had been here 3 times. They should have took him the first time. They didn't take him the first time. They didn't take him the second time when the family called to have him 302, because the excuse before was that, the mother, the man was grown. There was nobody, and he was married, so they got the wife to come there. But up here they just massacring people, beating them, and they take them. A lot of people do not know where their loved ones is at, and the federal government got some. Another one of our people was arrested, and they put a charge on him for bombing a police car, up in the summer. And, which this brother wasn't involved in none of that stuff. And, they were supposed to have this big press conference. They went into the brother's house, arrested him this morning, terrorized his 80-something-year-old mother. And took him out. They stayed there. They tore that house up. Looking for what? They took the damn computer. They took all the paperwork that they could take earlier that day. So why was they still there hours after they arrested this brother? This brother is a well-known activist, in the city of Philadelphia.
This is information. This is information that's not being talked about on the.
Wait a minute. I could barely hear you.
No, I was commenting to our listeners and viewers that. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I was just commenting.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm just commenting that this information is not being, it's intentional that the media not putting this out, and we fortunate again. We had Pam Africa, Minister of Conversation for Move. I mean, for her to come back to her residence and see the block, cordoned up by the police, by the Philadelphia police. I mean, it ain't no good sight. For anybody. Anybody. But we know the history. We understand. We don't know. We need to know the history of the Philadelphia police in general, but also with in regards to the Move family. And this discussion, everything from how we are dealt with in regards to the mental health issues in our community, and they have what they call hot cars. They have license plates. They know who's in which car. They know who's in which house. They don't need no census bureau, no census check for us. They know who's in the house. Who has what issues. They know who is who. And so again, this a week prior. A situation with this brother, and it reminds me of a case on Ford Heights in Chicago. Can't remember call this brother's name. This young brother's name they killed, and with a butter knife, who was autistic also. This is Stephon Watts. And I remember this case. We protested this case. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the whole discussion about mental health issues in our community, how we are dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Minister Conversation, Pam Africa talking about how they came. They came on a mission, premeditated murder. They came on a mission.
But it was.
You know,
clearly premeditated murder.
Yes, indeed. And
That's what I was gonna say about Stephon Watts. And you have people who call for help, and they have been to his house on occasions. They knew what they were dealing with, and he supposedly had a butter knife, and they unloaded on him. Another lady, Tanisha Anderson, she was schizophrenic and bipolar. Daniel Poole, the guy in Rochester who was completely naked, going through a mental crisis. And when these people call for help and explain what's going on, the cops shouldn't show up, because when you have a hostage situation, you have negotiators that come out and talk that through, like, okay, just release the hostages. So when you have people that's going through a mental crisis, the cops don't need to show up. They don't need to be there, because they're not gonna come out with their life. They're gonna end up dead. And that's what they should have, somebody who is trained, who is a mental health specialist, who can talk them down. I saw something today where a white man in Georgia, it was two cops. The white man, as soon as they got out of the car, they was like, drop the knife. He's like, no, I'm not dropping the knife. Shoot me. Please, sir, please. And they backing up. I mean, this went on for like a minute. And, please, sir, we don't want to do, please, just giving him the consideration of, we don't want to kill you. But Walter Wallace Jr. come around the corner, and they just blast him away. With this white man, eventually he got up on the cop. The cop ended up shooting him, but he still got to the cop and took his gun and ran off. And still they didn't want to shoot him again. They right. Please, sir, please, don't want to do this. Come on now, sir. Just respectful and all of that. Sir, please, no. Let it be one of us. It's bang, bang, bang. Ain't no, sir, please, let's talk. Just calm down. Ain't none of that.
And you know what they started saying? And the ministers, they came out and was talking, and they know all the facts, and they said what the problem here is that the officers are not trained to deal with mental illness. Bullshit. Bullshit. And because when it comes to our people,
yes,
they don't know what to do.
Yes.
And according to them,
yes,
they're trained to do exactly what they did. And when they sent them two cops up there and didn't have the backup, and this was a planned situation here.
Yes.
And this whole thing where they were saying that this is at the press conference and different things that the problem was that these young officers and are poorly trained. They don't train them how to deal with situations like that, and it's on the fault of the city here and the police department, because they don't train them. That is such a bull of crap.
Yes, it is.
Just
yes,
like
it is.
How they treat. This is, all this stuff happens all over the United States.
Yes.
They don't kill them. One I seen where they tased the man. Mm-hmm. When he kept coming, and it was begging him. They didn't beg this man anything. Here.
London.
Shit up when it comes to them. But, we're all kinds of, filthy, foul names. And, it's like the people who, because in the demonstration, they rocked them cops. I mean, they had big rocks and they were throwing at them. And one guy drove, a group of people drove a big black pickup truck and ran over a woman's sergeant and stuff. They had all kinds of names for them, but they didn't have those kind of names for the brother that got shot down here in the street.
And
all kind of filthy names.
I had seen the video footage, but this again, in addition to point out again that the sister, his lady, I mean, she's pregnant. And she's due any day. His mother and his lady to see this. The terrorizing of our. The entire community. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing, neighbors and the mother said after the shooting,
Yes.
The cop seen him running down the street. What you didn't see is they came back and drug his body down to their car and put him in the car and took him away.
Wow.
So the crowd was forming. They was getting ready to, but they didn't. I think they still should have. They should. You should not be allowed to come in our communities and do something like that and just walk the hell from out here.
Like Hunter.
They should be allowed to do that.
Yes, indeed.
People you just murdered and drag them down and drug him down the street. Yeah, they should have been pummeled.
There's a picture out now, because people took pictures, because you seen in there when the when his wife, after they shot him, she threw something at the cops because they was trying to come over there to the body. But it's a picture of the mother who, ran over there and was over, his body. You can see the blood running out. Some people said, I don't think should have put it up there. And
That's right.
Your mother had the right
That's
to
right.
show people what the hell they
That's
do.
right.
All this beef,
That's right.
I don't know what the hell you call
That's right.
when they say don't put it up there, because it's too graphic.
That's right. It should be put on every election poster, every politician's poster. Everywhere.
It should go everywhere.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We getting
along with that video.
Yes, indeed. We getting sentiments of solidarity from the different families from Milwaukee, LA, Richard J. Risher, people, again, and it's I hate that we got to be connected back with each other by the same system that divided us, y'all. But a lot of times we work best under pressure. But again, y'all, we have to we ain't no set tripping out, man. We cross state lines again. Because if it was just happening in Philadelphia, we say, okay, this a bad situation. This way, it just the weather is bad there, and police just kill people. This is the modus operandi. This is how they get down. This is the This is the sentiments that send down through every roll call, through every to every slumlord, to every merchant in our community, every politician. If they feel comfortable, they say, hold on, stop every discussion. This got to be a prime time about what's happening to us. And again, I commend the people for just we having this discussion, because it hurts so bad. It's so embarrassing. We try to don't talk about it, or this system's so Machiavellian. It's so slick. They change the narrative and don't even acknowledge it and don't talk about it to the point that we believe it's not existent. We're not waiting on no. We seen some of the footage on how the news media, how they would treat it. A lot of people say, well, the news people ain't gonna do with it. They do have something to do with it, because how they have, how they don't report the atrocities. So as Chairman Fred say, nothing should be in our community, and nothing if it don't meet the needs of the community. You know what I'm saying? So,
Fred, look, these young brothers yesterday, when the news media came down on 52nd Street and they filming and they asking people about how you feel about it, two young brothers got from out the car and they told them, we want you out our neighborhood.
Yes.
You lying,
Yes.
We want you out our neighborhood.
Yes.
And the guy said, I'm going across the street, let these other ones know to get the F out our neighborhood.
That's right.
They have to turn around and look, and they just continue filming and talking to people. The brother said, Mother F, you think I'm playing with you?
Yes.
The tripod that the camera and stuff set on, they took and threw that, threw it on the ground, picked up that little computer shit that they had, threw it on the ground, and they said, when we come back, if you're still here, you better pick the shit up and move. It's all on film.
Yes.
And, they said, because you be the next thing laying on that ground.
Yes.
The other people saw what was going on, and some of them packed their stuff and moved.
Yes.
But it was this black sister. And I'm not going anywhere. And the brothers went to move towards her, and another brother said, no. He said, I'm not going to let you do this to this sister. Let her come out here. He said, and the brothers were saying, the ones with the cameras,
yes.
He said, she act like we don't care what color you standing here in. We don't care that you are female. You upholding this bullshit in here. We want to take you down and the brothers had to escort her from out here, and she was still arguing. She was still arguing. that she didn't want to go anywhere. And the brother said, "Sis, you're going to have to come on and get from out here because it can't happen on my watch."
Yes.
And but the example, these people get on there and they lie. Like
yes.
You have not heard, and they know it. They know the real story of what went on because they came here and they filmed, they talked to the mother and the father and stuff, but you don't hear that.
That's right. That's
you
right.
Don't hear what actually happened here.
That's right.
That they were here 3 times.
That's right.
And then when you heard it on one of the stations, they said, this was a nuisance, and and he, that the cops had to come there, 3 times, but painting it as if, that you're not dealing with a person, who have mental problems and had to back up, the stuff that's happening here, I am so glad that people are rebelling. It reminds me of when they had that blockade around MOVE, and the news media was there, and they were shining those bright lights into MOVE headquarters, and they asked them to cut those lights out, because they're shining in the room. The babies can't sleep. We got pregnant women and stuff in here. Turn them out, right?
Yes.
And the media kept shining. Next thing I know, I seen look like boulders was being thrown off that platform, or they crushed the Channel 6 top of the truck and stuff.
Yes.
These people think that they got the right to come in here in your community and perpetuate, push the lie, and think you're supposed to, they're going to put a microphone up to your face. And they told the people around there, better not catch you on the motherfucking mics.
Yes, right on.
Because they don't take
right on. Right on. It's right on.
And they had to deal with the people who was, actually saying that, oh, that is so wrong. How do you think that and they had to step to them.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what we have to do in our communities. We cannot allow the cops to come in there and kill and then turn around and bring the media in there and switch the narrative on there and treat these MFers as if, they're, doing the right thing. And they're in there for us. Never in there for us. They're always in here to protect big business.
Yes,
and another thing, dealing with these store merchants and stuff, none of these, we have ASCAP, you know where that's at, right?
Yeah,
Fred, the black on 52nd Street, the brother who had the African stuff.
Yes.
Nobody ever touched the place. Black barbershop, nobody ever touched their places. Where they dealt with was the gas station, who is not owned by anybody in our community. The money comes in and it goes out. Nothing goes into our community. The same thing with the Chinese restaurants. The same thing with, all the other places that's not in the black community that's just sucking the blood out of us because they don't put one penny in. And when something happened in front of their store, if a black man is beat by the cops, if a black man is shot by the cops, when you ask for the footage, we know high footage.
Yes.
Whatever kind of way that they talk, they don't never have a damn thing for us. So to me, fuck them, excuse me.
No.
That's how I feel about it. Tear that shit the hell up. You ain't gonna sit here and perpetuate what's going on. And then you have people, if you don't, they're tearing our stores down and stuff. These people are perpetuating the murders.
Yes.
They okay it. You never see them on the thing saying that, what happened here, when this brother was beat by the cops or this brother or sister was shot by the cops out here. You never see them talking about how messed up that was, how wrong it was. And, or that we're part of, this here community and we not going to have it here. So when the shit go down, and let them motherfuckers go down with it. That's how I feel. I'm not. This is how I say it on this radio station, and this is how I say it anywhere. And they come in our community, and their children go to college, and go to doctor school, and they wind up getting houses off of us. Then go back and bring more people, in here, suck the blood out. Community don't have one black person working for them at all, and then you want to have black folks it's like that syndrome, like Malcolm said, we sit massa, and they fight more for them. They fight for the people in the community.
Yes, they do.
about what we're going to do now, and catch the bus and go someplace else.
Yes.
And if a rebellion is happening, in there, I'm just sick of our people protecting the people that
Yes. It's painful.
And they do it so easy. They would try to fight you over massive
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
And protecting. You ought to see them out there, and helping them clean up and stuff. At no point did you see one of them taking the mic and talk about what happened to that brother.
Yes.
And there are, at no time did they even mention it. Look what they did to our stores. And a lot of people be pissed at me because I feel this way. I'm pissed at them because they don't feel this way.
Right on.
At this time, this ain't nothing new. It's over and over and over again. When are they going to learn? The only reason why this revolution haven't stepped up and went further is because of people like that. Want to protect the daggone massa. And and always have these excuses for what the cops did. That was cold-blooded, premeditated murder that happened out there. And they want to say, well, the problem here is they're not trained properly. And here's what one of the people said, that, when they're not trained properly, they're like sheep led into a slaughter thing because they do these things because they're not trained, and then they're in an area, where they could lose their lives. Well, they should. They should.
It's painful. When I talked to you, you told me, you told me, I know you probably know coming up here. I said, yes, I am. And you know what I'm saying?
We got it.
We know what triggers us. We know our, and they know us. They know our history. They know, and it hurts. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And then it's intensified. The pain is intensified when they come with these bogus narratives. You know what I'm saying? When they switch the whole story, and we supposed to go along with it. And I just was going, it hurts. And people just say, well, change this word or world this word. It's painful. It's painful. You know what I'm saying? And we're told don't release. We're told wait till the next election. Wait till Black History Month. Wait till it's politically correct. You know what I'm saying? Or don't nobody's talking about our pain because we didn't articulate the demands correctly to the right politician. You know what I'm saying? This man, any other people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit it don't add up. It's not logical. You know what I'm saying? The constant rampant. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, Waukegan, Ford Heights, Chicago, since Ohio, back to back every damn day. This shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers telling, and again, the insult to injury is motherfuckers telling us, right in our face. Right in our face. I mean, they're not even waiting for a few days. At least they, wait for a few days and switch the narrative around. Gonna come in our community and lie right in our motherfucking face. Shit.
Yeah, that's right. That day, the poverty pimps, all of them was here. And from every religious, aspect there is, every political aspect that there is, a lot of groups and organizations that claim to be about, this ain't something new that happened in our community.
No.
And it's not like this woman did not reach out for help. And for the people who say, and she called the cops, that situation, she can't handle it. The only reason why she had to call the cops because people in the community do not come together to deal with these situations. When you have meetings and shit, these people here are too radical. But what do we talk about when we have these meetings about the mental problems that are happening in this community? They want to go to meetings where you have Reverend Slick, every other kind of, poverty pimp that come in there. They want to go there and have somebody talk bullshit to them.
Yes.
And but as far as like getting down and doing something and organizing in your community, they're taught to look down on people who have truly put their lives out there, improving, put their lives out there. And these people that are poverty pimps can get a church full of people, but people that have their lives on a line and telling people what's going on and stuff, like you, like Sister Daphne, like all the people that's up there and that in the that's listening to this, They know it's true.
Yeah.
Have these meetings to try to educate people and pull people together. They're trained to stay away from you.
Yes. Yeah, they are.
To stay away from you because you're the troublemaker.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Here you come with that old radical stuff.
Yes, indeed.
And because of the love of our people, we're going to keep on coming with that radical stuff.
You're damn right.
There's no stopping us now.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
We're going to keep on coming.
Yes, indeed.
Despite,
yes, indeed.
Ignorance.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We live and direct. You are inspiration. It's it's just the spirit is still sharpening steel, and men and women sharpening men and women. Again, this if nothing. I mean, our lives are at stake. Our sanity is at stake. Because again, they killing us and telling us that they killing us and then telling us that we killing ourselves or that we ain't being killed. You know what I'm saying? It's blatant in our face, and we got to call this. We can't euphanize this. We got to call it for what it is. It's that's why you think they don't want us to show those pictures? You know what I'm saying? This mother over her son when he bleeding. They don't want. The deal is, one of the Achilles, a weakness of this system, as well as the strength of this system, is that, you know what I'm saying, as Malcolm X said, America's democracy is an hypocrisy. It's a fraud. It's a facade of freedom. You know what I'm saying? It allows them to go around to Thailand, and the arrogance for them to go to Cuba, and they ask the Cuban government, well, do y'all have any political prisoners? Cuba look like, do we got any political prisoners? What the fuck y'all got over there? You know what I'm saying? But the arrogance. They don't want it, and we got to, man, every opportunity put the gory pictures. That's why the former mayor of Chicago, Mayor Rahm Emanuel, he employed a whole group of rappers. He got a whole bunch of, he paid them to put a whole campaign say, don't call it Chirac. We say, no, it's Chirac. It's a war zone. He said, no, they put a whole campaign, keep calling Chicago. We dealing with reality. Even the sidetracking discussion that people talking about, you know what I'm saying? How your economics, we being wiped the fuck out. We being wiped the fuck out. I mean, literally, and all this sidetracking about the person was they a registered voter. You know what I'm saying? Did they get an education? Man, the stakes is too high for all. We done surpassed all that. We done seen whether we got a PhD, whether we male or female. You know what I'm saying? Because they all trying to sidetrack us. You know, what about her? What about him? It's a man. Ain't no war on drugs. Ain't no war on guns. Ain't no war on gangs. It's a war on our black asses. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't, at minimum, acknowledge this shit. At minimum. You know what I'm saying? If nothing, acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Just call it for it is. Motherfuckers say, we can't win, we want to fight. At minimum, acknowledge this shit was going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because even Alcoholics Anonymous say the first step in addressing the problem is recognizing we got one. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers keep on trying to tell us it ain't happening. One good thing about this climate, you got to, the emperor has no clothes on. Motherfuckers say they're forcing it in your face. If you try to sidetrack and say, well, maybe I just did this happen to me because I ain't get education. They reminding us. You got blatant contradictions where they'll show you when they pull white people. This white boy pulled up in Wisconsin. His mother drove up there. He got a assault rifle. He pulled up out the car. Man, didn't get searched. Ain't nobody said nothing to him. You can't. A black motherfucker can't pull down the street 2 blocks without getting pulled over during the coronavirus. So we got to be real clear. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is code red on the terrorism that we subjected to. You know what I'm saying? And we got to put this in every conversation. I don't give a fuck whether it's from the barbershop to the bedroom. This guy, well, let's not talk about that. No, fuck that. We talking about this right motherfucking now. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Well, let's do this. You don't just doing the next.
They bury our political prisoners who stood on the front line.
Yes.
Brother Jamil Al-Amin is suffering from cancer right now. This government put him in jail for speaking out about the vote and stuff, called it terroristic, that he left one place and, was provoking people. He was trying to get people to vote. Trump, that monster, and not only did he threaten people, he told his people what to do. He just put a threat on Biden behind. Yes, he did. A straight out threat. He wouldn't be surprised if he wound up dead. Excuse me? They locked you know, and then he'd be in one state and talk his crap, had his crowd of people beat people up, and you know, rap Brown, and did time in jail for that.
Yes.
This mug, you know, and I'm sick and tired of these people acting like they want to get rid of Trump. If you want to get rid of Trump, the mother sucker should have been locked up when he went to Russia and had that meeting with Putin and didn't allow nobody in his administration that he brought along with him, all them slimy people, crooked people that he brought along with. They wasn't crooked enough to go into that meeting with him. When that plane landed back here in the United States, he should have been locked up for treason. Then he turned around, brought Putin here, and did the exact same thing. Nobody was allowed in that room but him and the Russians. The mother should have been locked up then. So don't tell me nothing about, you know, how we Russian and you know, pushing people, you know, to be out there. That sucker should be in jail. They killed the Rosenbergs for less than that. And they won't lock him up and tell him people why you gotta vote. And I'm saying for people who believe in that, if you believe in that, make them stand up to them darn rules.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people don't vote. And you want to look down on them while you let this slimy, stinking mother, you know, walk by and do all this shit. The reason why people was beat up in North Carolina, they was beat up in all these different places. The reason why that white boy felt safe to go in there and kill 3 white people and walk the heck from out it is because of 45, and everybody know it. He should be in jail. He should be in jail. The whole thing that's happening with the COVID. And you know, if that was Obama would have been locked the hell up. But then again, I don't know about that. And because, you know, shit, he killed Gaddafi in them for him. And you know, he killed oh man.
Catch Somalia, brothers in Somalia.
Yes. And you know, a whole lot of these laws that we suffering in, you know, yes, the Affordable Care Act is helpful, you know, but you're not looking at all these other things that have went on in these administrations. And you got these political experts telling you this and telling you that. Believe what the hell you see. Treason. Going over to Russia and having a meeting with these people. These are the same people that they're telling you every day that is messing around with this daggone vote. Why is he sitting there? If we got so much power, there's so much power in the vote, the power is in the people, and they taking and wearing it down. And I resent it. I resent it. I resent anybody who hop up and they better not stand the fuck up in my face and tell me that if you don't vote, if you don't play along with this BS they got going, and you know, you better not get up in my face tell me that if you don't vote, you don't count. And because I tell you what the hell I don't count in. I don't count in the pollution in the war. I don't count in putting brothers and sisters in jail. I fight to get them the hell out. I don't count. In this police brutality, I don't play the game like they do the Clear Water Act, the Clean Air Act, all of it's just an act and they call it legislation. I don't believe in the Let Them Out of Jail Act when, on Obama shift, when several thousand people could have been released from jail, and his administration hooked up some shit so they couldn't get out. That happened. I can't remember all the details, but Rosicon can call in, next week and run that part down.
Yes,
he blocked, and people just keep going for this rope a dope, round and round and round, and they tell you what to think. They tell you what you see, and Democrats are protecting. This all this shit is just a big game.
Yes.
They all in bed together.
Yes, indeed.
Other than that, until they arrest this monster for treason, something that everybody see, and now they're writing books, and that guy that had the hearings on impeachment.
Yes.
Now they're talking about how he withheld stuff because he felt as though, evidence to lock this sucker up to get rid of him. They withheld it, because they had a strategy later on to come back to get rid. Well, where's that strategy at?
Huh.
This monster is still here. The cause of hundreds of thousands of people death here.
Yes. They think it's a game.
I'm sorry.
No. We need this. Uncut. You know what I'm saying? These are intense times. You know what I'm saying? We coming from a deficit. We got to clean so many euphemisms, so much watered down, so much. You know what I'm saying? Shit that's been the distraction from our reality. We need reality checks. We need and we got to be constant. You know what I'm saying? No, we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Again, your consistency. Again, because this is so. It hurts again, and being oppressed is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. That's our situation. So a lot of times we try to jive ourselves about it. You know what I'm saying? We can whether we go. You know what I'm saying? Whether we go to the watching the TVs or let's talk to some of these poverty pimps, you know what I'm saying? The ease the pain, you know what I'm saying? This from the reality. We got to constantly get reality checks. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes it's bad and it's bad in Chicago, or it's just bad on the east side, or it's bad in Ohio. We need reality checks from all over. We need to call us from LA. We need to call us from Ohio. We need Detroit. We need to call us from the constantly remind us. And I'm not saying in a demoralizing, depressing type of way, but to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, this was going down, and, you know what I'm saying, and this resistance happened too, but we need dignified voices such as yourself. You know what I'm saying? And again, when we call a question, this ain't no people. This ain't what we refer to as armchair revolutionaries. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing people just be talking, ain't put no, man, like as Pam Africa said, wish a motherfucker would walk up into her. You know what I'm saying? To my, you don't vote, you don't count. You know what I'm saying? We got resumes of resistance. And not saying in no bragging type of way, but again, it's skin in the game in this here. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's skin in the, it's lives in the game. And so we got to call a question. You know what I'm saying? And people should understand that this is where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to we hold people accountable. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, hold me accountable. It's like these people come up, they blow a bunch of hot air, and as Willie D said, they said, what's a coon? He said, I think a coon is a person that their criticism outweighs their contributions. Check the contributions of the people that we're fortunate to have. Check the resume of people we fortunate to have in our community. You know what I'm saying? And that'll take away 90% of the discussion. A lot of people that come in to me this and that, check their resume, see what they done ever. You know what I'm saying? They're right there. I dismiss a lot of these people from even the conversation. Then we can get down to the nitty gritty. Then we can get down to the barbecue and figure what we're gonna do. We're gonna barbecue a meal do. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of these people keep coming, popping up at the family reunion, ain't brought no charcoal, ain't brought no lighter fluid, ain't gonna put nothing on the grill, ain't no contribution. You know what I'm saying? And every time we pull something together, they brought in to attack. They come in, they bring them in to put water on the flames. That's their job. They come in, you know what I'm saying? Soon as it start getting hot. Soon as these people, you know what I'm saying, they put the heat on us, you know what I'm saying? Soon we start, the flames start kicking back up. We say, hold on, this ain't cool. Soon we start getting some unity. All of a sudden, the media, we are the African-American leaders. That's a code word. Y'all get down here and put this fire out.
Huh? You can't move around and all for a minute here now. And that's because it was exposed. It's around the world. All the media did. So here come the poverty freaking pit.
Yes. They come in, they rewrite the narrative.
And, for the person who say, who also get in my face, when I believe in this revolution right now, when I believed in the freaking vote, and I'm not only when they put the machines in our area, and then I was amongst the people, who stayed in the school all night long, and took over the building to make sure that those machines didn't get messed with. Talking about getting out the vote. When we went to get out the vote, my head was split the hell open. My teeth was kicked down my throat. I was beaten with a fucking blackjack. I was beaten so bad I couldn't even control my urine. So no motherfucker better not, excuse me, get up in my face and tell me nothing about it. I went to war for it, and then I found out that this shit was just a game.
Yes, indeed.
That's why I feel the way I feel. And for the right to vote, but not for this shit that's going on right now. They was voting for freedom, and that was supposed to have been the call there. But when you find out that shit ain't working, you gotta do something else.
Yes,
and right now, people better understand one thing. They're arming their children, they're teaching their children how to shoot AK-47s and white kids. And they also show you that when they kill, they are protected when you're killing for them. But when our people stand up and pull up arms for them, the community go, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that." Oh, frick.
Yes, indeed.
When are people going to wake up? They always calling, stating that, looking for a savior. The savior is you. You go outside of you looking for somebody else to do something that you should be doing for your damn self. Can't nobody drink water and quench your thirst but you. Can't nobody breathe air for you but you. So I'm saying when you come time to protect that stuff, you are the one who's supposed to protect that. You are the one who's supposed to protect your children. But instead, you're looking for this outside source to do something for you that you won't do for yourself. You look for leaders who keep misleading you over and over again. And when people are trying to stand up for you, you want to look down on them.
Yes.
I'm so sick of this crap, I don't know what to do.
Right on. Yes, indeed.
Just continue to fight.
Yes, indeed.
That's what you do. Continue to wake people up. And I'm saying, the coordinator taught us that, whether you howl it, whether you sing it, whether you toot it, whatever. Don't ever back down from the truth. The power of truth is what's going to get us out of this. And standing firmly on that power of truth.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Right on. On the move. We live and direct, y'all. Again, we on the ground. What's happening in Philadelphia? We giving you historical analysis, a resume of what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's hot. The weather is cold, but the streets is hot. You know what I'm saying? And this is they not only called this. They done sent the Philadelphia, the state of Philadelphia, the city and the National Guard. They talking about all these lockdowns. Why don't they want this information out? You know what I'm saying? Again, we encourage the people to get the pictures out, the post them, get them the graphic pictures, get them out. And you know what I'm saying? We encourage, in every case, we got, you know what I'm saying, from LA to Chicago to Ohio, to wherever we at, Waukegan. Man, if we don't know each other, let us know each other. People say, well, what they got to do with you? It got a lot to do with us. The people's pain reflects. We connected. We are connected. You know what I'm saying? You see other communities, people, they show you on TV with a big storm just hit Mexico. And you say, well, what's happening? Why Mexico, they going to the currency exchange? Why they sending all this money over to Mexico? Why they, you know what I'm saying, the communities, you know what I'm saying, they gathering together. The people's pain reflects. You know what I'm saying? When something happened, you know what I'm saying, the pain, we in Philadelphia, we got to be connected. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to us in Detroit, the connection. You know what I'm saying? It's again, we can't wait on that. You know what I'm saying? And really, they letting us know we connected. I mean, you can't plan this better. I'm talking about back to back every day. I mean, it's not even hit them in Philadelphia, then wait for about 2 weeks and then knock them off in Waukegan. They hitting us. I mean, ain't no breathers. Ain't no breathers. It's back to back. You know what I'm saying? So again, we got to stand up. Yes, man, we got to continue to stand up because there is resistance happening. You know what I'm saying? But again, without the people, it's impossible. We got to ride, y'all, back to back, shoulder to shoulder, real talk. And don't nobody sidetrack us, bringing these poverty pimping or these state sanctioned spokespersons. You know, taking a few of our words and then they take them and they twist them around. People who we don't know from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? Drop them up on, you know what I'm saying? They turn the news on, you know what I'm saying? Hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. The media popping in, rewriting the script, like a bad movie. Like a bad movie. You know what I'm saying? Jason they come through, Jason and Freddie come through, kill us, and you turn around, you go to the movie, so how did this get turned to some motherfucking Goldilocks, Little Red Right? How did this get turned to, this is a horror movie? How did this get changed around? How did, you know what I'm saying? How did the main actors get turned around? We got to call the question. And again, brutal terms for brutal realities. No gentrification, land grab. No correctional center, concentration camps. Ain't no police brutality, police terrorism. Police terrorism. That's how it got to be identified as. We live and direct, y'all. Another episode of Freedom on Radio. We have been fortunate to have Minister Conversation Pam Africa. We know if we don't know, you got to get to know the history in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? We say we connecting this to the case of the Mumia Abu Jamals. Yeah, we connect this to the case of Imagine What I Mean. People say, what this got to do? Everything political. Everything. We tying this in, with the terrorism, you know what I'm saying, that happened to our community. You know what I'm saying? You go back and check out these police, they history. This ain't no all this time about get them some training. You ain't gotta be no consign. One time the rapper 50 Cent was in the airport one time. And he was laughing at this little white dude. I think he was autistic. He was laughing. You could see the boy has some mental issues. He was laughing on his Instagram, on his social media about the boy. By the time 50 Cent got on the plane, when his plane landed to his next destination, they had checked him so cold. They had checked, said, man, how dare you disrespect this young man with mental illness? He had a donation to the charity for dealing with mental health issues. So when his plane landed, they checked him, said, man, don't you ever get out of pocket within ours? You know what I'm saying? As soon as his plane landed, as soon as you got there, they said, yeah, get your checkbook. Don't unpack your bags. Get your checkbook out. Matter of fact, make a public denouncement. Check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Man, go in. They let them know. No, we ain't the community that you get on your records and call niggas and bitches. We the ones you gonna respect. Soon as you see get your checkbook out, apologize, do all that shit. Lift all the weight you want to, get all the tattoos you want to, but you gonna respect this motherfucking community. That's how they get out with them. But somehow they treat black folks like the Rodney Dangerfields of all races. No respect. Motherfuckers feel like they can feed us when they want to feed us, talk to us when they want to talk to us, kill us when they want to kill us. Then come back and rewrite this shit in our motherfucking faces. Change the script on us. We supposed to sit back, shit. Come through hunting us down, then get them to flip the script on us. Not us we be so happy, well, at least we was on TV. Fuck that shit.
Man.
That call it for what it is.
Is it show on archive?
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yep. I'm gonna make sure we send the whole link to you. I'll make sure we send the link to you. We appreciate you. October 28th, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all repost this. I know it was choppy on Facebook, but it's on YouTube on Intellectual Radio. Repost this, make these connections. We got, again, y'all, I want all these cases we talked about, make the connection with them. You know what I'm saying? Again, this ain't no one day thing. And you know what I'm saying? This, man, put this on the top of the list. Motherfucker come through who you voting for. Like I said, that movie Cadillac Records, when dude switched the most deaf character, he switched the tables around. No, what's your motherfucking position? What's your thoughts about the terrorism we subjected to? Imagine some motherfuckers in Nazi Germany in the gas chambers and motherfuckers sidetracking to well, man, we got an election going on, you know what I'm saying, between Gropel, Minister of Propaganda Gropel and the Führer, Adolf Hitler. What's your thoughts on him? Huh? Motherfucker, we in here getting gas. What the fuck you which one? Who talking about cutting this gas off? Man. Who finna cut this gas off? That's what we talking about. That's the priority around here. I'm not gonna straighten up, get my uniform, my jail suit together. You know what I'm saying? You got Imagine Alameen up in that motherfucking helicopter, Mumia Abu Jamal helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking healthcare and how we treat seniors. Go check go check how old Sunday Adekole is. Go look how old he is. Put stuff in context. That's what we got to do around here. How we looking on time? We down to 3 minutes, y'all. Hey, it's been again. Make these connections. From Philadelphia to Waukegan to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Also, y'all check us out tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a special edition from the Hampton House, going live tomorrow. Got a special guest gonna be tuning in. We're gonna be going from I think 12. I'm gonna send it to you. It's between 12 o'clock between 12 and 2 tomorrow at Chicago Central Time. Y'all, it's hot in Philadelphia. It's hot in Chicago. It's hot in New York. You know what I'm saying? And again, you got the opportunity to see real deal from people that's telling you what's happening directly. You can't. This happened on Pam Africa's block. I mean, this right. So a lot of times, I can understand. We say, well, man, we got to work because we can't get the information. We ain't no man. They not going to keep on sending these foreigners again. These foreigners in dispatching these people. You know what I'm saying? Who don't know us from a can of paint. Who couldn't find our community unless they had a GPS map with it, and still couldn't find it then. And then we pop up on it and they speaking for us. They better send the motherfucker from Mars to report on us, to talk about us. Because the motherfucker they giving us, they can't relate to us. If they wanted to, if they wanted to, they can't relate to us. They have no concept of what we're going through, what's going on in our community. One time on 57 Aberdeen in Chicago, the police killed that young man. When I went over there, they had all the news reporters in the corral in like with a rope in the backyard in the yard in a rope. These grown people, these are adults with microphones. I said, man, all the education, y'all been to college and everything, and y'all corralled in a rope. I told the police, where you going? I said, I'm going to report what's going on. I had my little phone. I said, I'm going to get a report. I'm with me, the people. I said, how y'all the media? And then the police came and told them what happened. And then they go back on news and tell their story. Man, please. I said, you might well just get the police to get on the news with their uniform and let them tell it. Why is it a middleman, a middlewoman? Let the police get them on the news with their uniform on, and the same one that did the killing. Let him get on there and with a microphone and report what happened. Might as well. Translator. That's a waste of state funds. So that's what you tell these journalists. You want you to tell the police that did the killing, give them the microphone, and let them tell it. Get straight to the chase. All this middleman, middlewoman. You know what I'm saying? We speak for ourselves. We got people that's in the community. I ain't talking about during election time. I ain't talking about no Black History Month. I'm talking about that's in there, doing the good times and the bad times. I'm talking about when the water's cut off. I'm talking about when the foreclosures come through. I'm talking about when the shootings in the community. I'm talking that's who speak for us. That's who can relate for us, for our people. Not nobody who come in, you know what I'm saying, who been dropped in like some foreigners. Y'all, we live in that record. We about to tune on out, y'all.
Yeah, I got a quick the brother that was arrested by the FBI, real quick, a prominent West Philadelphia activist who is the lead plaintiff in a civil rights lawsuit over police response to racial injustice protests this spring, was arrested by federal authorities Wednesday. That's the day, along with two others in a case tied to those demonstrations. Agents detained Anthony Smith, a social studies teacher and one of the organizers of the Philadelphia Coalition for Racial, Economic, and Legal Injustice, Philly for Real Justice, at his home Wednesday morning. His attorney, Paul Hexnexer, said the arrest came just days after he was lauded in the article in Philadelphia Magazine for his activism, and they praised him for the work he did. U.S. Attorney William N. Swan has scheduled a news conference Thursday to announce the indictment on charges related to police vehicle arson. Sources familiar with the investigation said it is tied to the unrest that rolled the city in May after the police killing of George Floyd. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney Office declined to comment on the case, disclose what the specific charges. Smith, 29, faces or identifies the other defendants before them. They refuse to identify people, and the court filings from the investigation remain under seal. They're targeting leaders in the community.
Yes.
This brother is just like Mumia Abu-Jamal
Yes.
is.
Yes.
And this brother, they're targeting him, and we bet any amount of money they're not going to give him bail, but we're going to raise holy hell like they've never seen the hell before. We're tired of these motherfuckers just taking out, this is one of our leaders. It's
What's his name?
A homemade leader. He's in the street. He's a history teacher. And he deals with youth in the street. It ain't no 9-to-5 job for him. This brother is in the street, bring them in their homes and educate them on political prisoners. I've spoken at the school, where he's at. And then they're going to charge this brother with arson.
Give us his name again. What's his name?
It's not going to go down like this.
What's his name again?
His name is Anthony Smith. He's a social studies teacher at this school called Youth Build.
Those who free Anthony
and
Smith.
He has an organization called Anthony Smith. I'm gonna send you the article.
Yes, send me the article.
And people, and we'll send you, more information about what it is that we're doing.
Yes.
And we know that they're having a press conference tomorrow, and it better be the hell online, because if they're going to have a press conference here dealing with him, we're going to be there.
Right
we're going to be there.
Everybody, let's put that word out.
Going down no more, just like this.
Let's put that word up. You know what I'm saying? Keep our heads up. You know what I'm saying? We know how they pull a move. Man, Anthony Smith in Philadelphia. Anthony Smith in Philadelphia. Hashtag, put the word out. Free Anthony Smith. They took him in. And just keep updated on that case. Keep us abreast. Keep us updated on that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Right, and it probably be national, because this is something that the feds is having.
Okay, so, hey, all that y'all heads up on this case.
Just pop up on the computer.
Heads up on this case, y'all. We need people, the research to put the people know about this. I'm talking about even outside, in particular outside Philadelphia too, because they can't isolate us and pull us off. We got that's Anthony Smith in Philadelphia has been taken in, has been kidnapped. So again, y'all check them on this case. We're gonna be keeping y'all updated on this case. We're gonna bring you back on. We love you, Minister Conversation Pam Africa. We love you. We appreciate you. Get a move, family, and our people on that end.
Mm-hmm.
I love and respect. Free them all on the move.
Love and respect everybody there too. On the
On
move.
the move. Anthony Smith. Free Anthony Smith. Free them all. So the Comrade Daphne, take us out.
Free them all.
Free them all on the move.